Begin with injuries, please. You didn't have Kieran Trippier at Liverpool. What are the chances of him being in the squad tomorrow?
With Kieran, we're going to give him a late test today and see how he is for tomorrow.
And Callum Wilson was also missing at Anfield, and you said it would probably be a couple of games for him. Just how bad is the latest injury that he's picked up?
Yeah, it's not too bad, but it'll be enough to keep him out of this game and our next game, but hopefully we'll have him back for Aston Villa.
It's a huge weekend and a massive occasion. How ready are you all?
Yeah, I think it's been a good week for us. I think since the Liverpool game, lads have trained well. I think the feel of the group's been good, so I'm expecting a good performance from us. We know the importance of the fixture. We know what it means to everybody, this game, so we're ready. And hopefully, we can give the best account of ourselves.
You've got quite a few Geordies in your squad and in the staff, and there's a couple of players who didn't grow up in the North East but are Newcastle fans. What sort of role have they had this week and since the draw in the preparations?
Yeah, when the draw was made, we made reference to the draw, and we had I gave a couple of the Geordies an opportunity to speak about the fixture. This was some way back, just to set the scene. Since then, I think behind the scenes they've been playing a role, not necessarily been used by me to do any more that we need to do, really. I think the players know everything they need to know about the fixture. That they know, as I said, what it means to everybody. And sometimes you can overkill that. So I think it's then been a case of, right, how are we going to play? What are we going to do? How are we going to execute our plan? And it's been very formulated that way, really.
Could it be the perfect match for you to get a big result and then really start turning things around in that sense?
Yeah, we hope so. I mean, that's of course how we have to look at it. Our next game is the next opportunity to turn our form around. We're absolutely keen to do that. So yes, I think we're focusing very much on our performance and trying to deliver the best we can.
The FA Cup hasn't been, I suppose, great to you since you came to Newcastle. But how important is the competition to you this season, because you are out of the League Cup and you're out of Europe, and it's an opportunity to get to Wembley and to get back into Europe for next season?
Yeah, well aware of my record here. It's not been good. The two games we've had have been really disappointing, so can't shy away from that. I have to hit that head on and try and make up for it in this game. It's our opportunity to progress in a cup competition we want to do well in. We want the extra games, as I said previously, in the other competitions, so every part of us wants to progress and do well.
I just want to ask you lastly about Sunderland, who are going well in the Championship. Where do you think the main threats will be in their team and the way that they play?
I think they're a very good team, full of young, bright prospects. I think obvious threat is in the wide areas, depending on who's fit, but Roberts has done really well. Clark's an obvious threat. They've got good players in midfield as well, so we don't underestimate the challenge. We don't underestimate them in any way, giving them full respect in our preparation. The players will be well briefed on what they can do. But of course, really it's going to be about what we can do and how well we can play and how well we can execute our plans and how well our players can perform. And we need to get everybody back to their best levels as quickly as possible.
Thanks, Rosa. Keith? Eddie, you said to Reza there that you gave the Geordies within the squad an opportunity to speak when the draw was made. What did they say to you and the rest of the players about the derby? Can you tell us?
No, I can't. It was good. I think it was, as I said, when the draw was made, I think it was important we made reference to it and then put it away for the games we had to come. But I think with most of these things, it's better it stays internal.
Almost 8 years since the last one. I think Paul Dummett and Jamal Lascelles both played that day. Incredible that they're still here, because you don't see that much these days in football, do you?
No, you don't. I think the longevity of both players at this football club is great to see. Slightly different journeys to get to this point. Of course, Paul's a Newcastle through and through and been at the club many years. His attitude and commitment every day sort of shines for Newcastle and his love for the club. Jamal, slightly different journey, of course, but again, the loyalty that he's shown to the football club in difficult moments. It's great that both players are still here, and it's really useful to have players that experienced these games before. That could be pivotal for us.
Is that one of the reasons? I don't mean particularly for this game, but for moments like this, that you've got a core through your team of guys from the area, even like so Jacob Murphy, who isn't from the area but is a Newcastle United fan. You brought Dan Byrne back here. Is that one of the reasons players and people within the club who understand it and understand the fabric?
Yeah, I think you need that within your team, ideally. I mean, not to say you have to have it, but I think I always would, by preference, have a sprinkling of players that have come through the youth system, have a great understanding of the football club, can educate people on new players coming in, on expectations of the football club, how things have been done through time. And I think that's a really useful thing for us to have in this situation. We do have some great characters that have been here a long time, and they can really help in difficult moments, good moments. They really are the core of the club, and we're delighted to have them.
In terms of your understanding of the derby, it's an unusual situation for you because you've been here for more than 2 years now and haven't been involved in one. Has it grown over time, or were you aware straight away? When were you made aware of the size of the rivalry?
Pretty early, I'd say, within the first day. But of course, it being in different leagues, it's not relevant. It's not immediately brought to your attention. But I think everyone knows. I knew before coming here there was a very, very intense rivalry between the two clubs. I think we'll get a better taste of that tomorrow. But I think from our perspective, we're trying to prepare the game properly, trying to get the players in their best levels. For us, it's important we get back to winning ways.
My postman